Alrighty. I think I got the audio settings figured out well this time. I was doing an audio check and also left myself a little note since I goofed and had desktop audio off for 3 hours of the entire stream. Won't do that again, hopefully. I also got a little note that says check audio mixer, and then check scene is on main. So yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out doing those scenes a lot better. Also just figure out, I got a lot of things to figure out really. Position of the mic, I need to, still work that out. Just work on a lot of things. So yeah, there's too much. Also just make sure when I'm trying to mute my mic, if I'm doing something that's like eating or drinking, I don't want that to be an issue. Obviously, I don't mind that in the game. There is a setting for that if I wanted to. I think it's probably in gameplay or user interface. I know it's here somewhere. Oh, it's in audio. It's got to be in audio. Yeah, this misophonia or yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that. But yeah, eating and drinking sounds. I just leave it at that. But if it's my sounds, I care. But the in-game noises aren't horrible. So they're here to stay. And most people leave them on anyway, so it's nothing that hasn't been heard before. Just rambling on at this point. Just got to figure out what I was going to be doing in this episode, which is episode 9. And, as you can see, I also got some new decor in the office and the game room. So put up some stuff and actually started to put some of the game collectibles I've had over the years. So use my other arm, like the Star Wars Mandalorian helmet, and then we have the Fallout section, and then this is my coding stuff and camera and some miscellaneous things that you can't figure out which way to turn here and which way to go. It's backwards. That stuff. But eventually, plan on not knocking out, but taking those doors down and then building a little cubby holder. And that's going to be for a little snack nook or mini fridge nook and the bar section area, because I have a Artesian, which is a Keurig but for bars, for alcohol and things. So pretty cool. You just get little cup mixers and stuff for it. So eventually that'll be there, but I don't have anything planned so far. Days on when to do that. All right. So if I remember, we are locked into figuring out the phase 2 stuff now. And although we got a lot of the factory, we got the steel factory pretty well set up, but we have a lot to do when it comes to the iron setup. And then I think the copper is pretty well set. So we won't have to worry too much about that. We are going to need to worry about rotors, and those versatile frameworks take modular frames. So we really just need to crank down on figuring out a layout for those kind of parts. And I think that's going to be my objective, is just trying to rip out all of this and putting it in place where it's better. So extending the second floor here and keeping the below for logistics and maybe even the storage room, just sending everything from floors that I just want to store into stuff to a bottom floor or something. I don't know yet, but that's kind of a plan. So I'm just gonna get to work on that. Which again, I think this is good for now. Everything here should be well balanced. I think I planned for that. That is a Mark II up there. I actually don't remember if I made sure that the belts were going correctly. So this is 120, Mark II belt. That comes in Mark II, and then yeah, then it splits into 60, so we only need Mark I's from there. So that's totally fine. And then this right here is going to be doing 30 and 30, and both of those merge, and then we get 60, and then we'll be getting 20 in each of these. So we have 20, 20, and then this one's doing 20 as well. So those are all the copper sheets. And then we have this one, which is doing 30 and 30, and then splitting, or 30 and then splitting it into 15. And then same with these, is it's going into 15, 15, merging into 60 wire, and then going into 30 cable. So the pristine setup here with the copper, so I probably won't tear it down for a long while. Unless we need to start, oh no, we'll be good to just pull from these and just keep this where it is, honestly. But this, however, is not optimal and not in the best setup that I would like to have it in, so we're going to be ripping it out. I just need to make sure that we have plenty of the items. And make sure that I start figuring out where to store a bunch of this stuff in the meantime. So nothing's in there. Was it? Yeah, it's just stupid slow, and I haven't had a lot of these, so let's go ahead and rip out these assemblers so that they stop producing, and then rip out the belts, and then figure out a spot to store all the parts that were being used for this. I just could be mass dismantling here. And again, we'll be dismantling that. I guess I could have left that so that we have more frames being made, but it should be alright. I did mention that I could go ahead and just leave a lot of the stuff in place and then build above it, get that set, and then tear this all down. But I'll keep doing this. What I don't need right now in this inventory. Probably don't need the stators or the plastic or the rubber. Don't need the chainsaw and stuff on me right now. Let's see if I have room over here. I do not. Do they stack? No, of course not. Why would they? So we'll grab another one of these boxes just to put down over here for more storage. Additional things. Put those up. Put that up since I won't need it right now. Put the medical healers up since I won't need that right now. Biofuel I shouldn't need. And we'll keep all of this stuff on us. It's build material. Alright, time to get ripping. Start over here. And work our way over. I guess what I should do is just go ahead and take down the miners. And then that'll, like, these can empty out. Instead of doing what I just did. Here. Put whatever iron ore that we had. We'll let that finish out. And then I have 38 iron, so we'll want to eventually hook it all up, but we'll let this kind of empty out and finish what it's doing. That would be way too many to have in the inventory right now, right? Yeah. So this is done now. That's good. Oh, and that's assuming these are gonna... Yeah, this should, so... If anything should be left, it should be the screws. This is probably full, so it's not gonna empty out, is it? At least some of these should, like that one's still working on the in there, so we should still keep smelting iron. Is it in here? Is it? Okay, no, it's just being weird. Okay. So now those are done, and we'll let those finish and go through its cycle. And this is going to take a while to go through the cycle. Yeah, we might just empty out our cells. I don't know what else to do. We could. Well, I bet we'll end up needing another one of these, honestly. So we'll throw that guy in there. We'll do that. Update the in-between lines, or the throughput lines. And then we will keep some of these in the inventory. And then... Oh, come here. There we go. Put those back. And we'll sort that. And these should work all the way through. And then we'll be good. So, now we can kind of start working on the third floor without much issue. And this can go, and this can go. There we go. Alright, tower, go bye-bye. And then we'll want to start building with concrete foundations and things, so let's go ahead and do this. If I could on a stream, I would montage this, but I don't even know if I can also like mass do this. I could rip this all out and place it down with blueprints, but I don't think it's too much of an issue. Can I get that without like? I can't without doing this. Grab that with X. That again. Start running around. Concrete up the concrete area. I'm doing this sporadically, so. Sure that we get anything that we miss. It's gonna be a good couple of minutes to do all this for sure. Good thing you can't concrete a factory building. Want to go in that direction. That's a good way of doing that, I guess. Just go to the corner here and paint this one. all of those. If not, then we'll be able to fix it once we rip it all up. And we'll get to the copper area here in a second. And this space elevator is more than likely going to be getting taken down as well, and then we'll be placing it in a different location. Now I'm not sure what to do with that, so I'll just take it down. Then, depending, I probably should have made this like a 1 meter floor maybe, but I know that typically you want to avoid 1 meter foundations and everything else, but I think inside a factory, once you have the world grid section of your base down, like foundation wise, you're good. And you can do inner floors with a 1 meter. Anything through here? I don't think so. That should be all of those. And then we'll go over here, finish up the concrete floor. Officially used all the concrete in my inventory. Looks like you can reach pretty far with this customizer, so that's pretty good. It's just difficult to aim at the small pieces that you need to cover up. There we go. Some of these pieces back here. Grab these as well. And then figure out where we're missing. So small portions in between here, which are pretty tight. What's going on with this? Anyways. Oh, guess I missed some. And that one. And then that should be it. What you doing, Bean? You want to be concrete? We have a good amount of this already concrete over here. I think like all of it's concrete, so we're pretty much good. Let's just finish this walkway, and then hopefully start working on the second floor, or I guess technically it'd be the first floor. Really, the bottom floor is just a logistics floor, so. Space elevator to do a lot of the ones underneath it. I assume anyway. Yeah, pretty sure. Any we can hit. Oh, it doesn't let you really get in between all this stuff. The hitboxes are pretty huge. one from over here. Nice. For the most part, that should be all the foundations we really need to coat. My words aren't articulating. Take that down. Probably turn that. It's also strange that it's in the like effects volume up at the top. So I wonder where it's right here. So I can make this 25 and then set this back to 50 is maybe what I had it at. And then we can leave that thing in the background, hopefully. I mean, if it was copyright. Just saying. It's just not important to really have this. So we can tear it down. And yeah, this is all still rocking and rolling. Goes this. I'm starting to get low on that, so it should be pretty good. That should be pretty good. Heck yeah. Alright. Let's figure out the second floor. So, clipping wise, how is this going to look if we had industrial? Yeah, see, that just won't work, but this is going to be fine because it'll be a logistics floor, like the first base floor, and it will house the miners. So that might be the thing that we check here. And maybe this just cuts off and then like this can be separate from what we do here. So we'll just want to see what we got. Yeah, we have the Happy Tubes now. We should have a lot of tickets. Yeah, the power tower platforms. What are we looking for? Miners. Might have to these to place it down. And yes, I would like to have it facing towards the south end. I'll probably do that on all of them. Or I could have it face. We'll probably face it this way. And then if we wanted, then we will put a lift up and then have it go up and face this way. And conveyor belt it to something on the back end that that way we have a lot more room on the second floor if we put everything towards like the back side, because it'll be a wall here, which I guess we can go ahead and put that in as well. And for now, I wonder if I should put in the basic walls. That's gonna suck to have that put through. Not much I can do there unless I like half-walled it, and then shelled in some, like, what is it called? Road barriers right here, and then do a cavity wall for power to go through the backside. And then, like, I guess I have to have a back wall up anyway, so it's not going to be a problem. Yeah. So, out of all of the alien stuff that we have, we got 42. And we are starting to get these, which I'm going to assume is 100% from the reanimated Sam that got full in the container over there. But we will take the 42 tickets. So if you're curious about how to get a lot of tickets early on and like not wasting like setting off tiny bits of excess parts just for it. Like doing that setup over there with the reanimated sand, like just have an overflow once you get a smart splitter, like just go there. And if you need to, you can set up a splitter early on if you don't have the smart splitter, and have half of them that are being made going into a container and half going into the awesome sink. But they're worth a decent amount of points when it comes to the awesome sink, versus a lot of the base things that are pointed. So like you can see it's at least 150 plus points, maybe 170, which you can also look that up directly on the wiki, and it'll tell you where the points are. So that's what I'm going to do right now, just to get exact on there. So it's the reanimated Sam, and it's worth 160 sync points. So it's pretty good on that scale. Versus like if you were just sending in something like screws, they're only 2. And then like iron ingots and small stuff like that early on are only worth 2 points. The copper stuff and steel pipe, so copper sheet, cable, and steel pipe is worth 24 points, so that stuff would be better to send in. But as far as things go, like the reanimated Sam is probably the best thing to do early on if you're sending something. That's what I would do. But now that we have all these tickets, let's go into the awesome shop. And I guess it wouldn't hurt to... I know I'm getting distracted. Stupid easy here. Let's do a little something. I want to be able to come up here and sync anything I want. So what we'll probably do is right here. We'll disconnect the belt that's on this. We have Mark 3s here, right? Yep. Yeah, so we'll disconnect the belt, and what we'll do, in case I ever want to just sync some excess stuff, all I need to do here is put a storage container, and it may even be beneficial to put in wow, that's a horrible. Put in an industrial storage container. Just bump it like that. Maybe even just center it here. Small nudge. Oh, baby nudge. Straight nudge. And this here, this little container is only like... I don't want to question my belt. For the alien protein and DNA capsules portion. So I also say so a lot, so I need to work on that. Same with thumbs. Can I do it? Oh, I have to. You know what? Because I don't like the placement. Here, and straight down here, and straight. That's way better. But now, like for instance, let's put the wrong thing. Yeah, there we go.
Fix-It sees what you did there. How creative. I have also been creative. There is something extra special for you in the awesome shop. It is a marvel of technology. It is truly the shape of the future. I will be sad if you do not use it and love it, and tell any friends you make in the future all about it.
Thinking my webcam is over here. It's not. It's right front and center. We got the Tesla truck, Cyberwagon. I've never actually placed this thing in a game or ever purchased it, and I only just learned of this because I've seen it in a video, and I had no idea. It did occur to me to like try to like sync a ticket. But the thing is, like, when you look it up in the wiki, I mean, it probably tells you the additional thing of, like, it having an extra feature. But if I look up the ticket. Well, it doesn't say the point. Well, it says that the Fix-It coupon cannot be sunk into the Awesome Sync and will clog the input. Oh, but then it says right under that it can be sunk once to unlock the Cyberwagon. So. Spoilers if you haven't seen that yet, but yeah, that's what I know. I also don't know how to get a certain golden item. I have seen this, but how do you unlock it? Alright, I have no idea how to unlock the certain golden item in question. Not talking about the nut trophy either. Has the rod stopped? I'm talking too much. Release that. Wait. Still going or just... Power consumption's gonna go down for a little while, so that's nice. Not that we have to worry about that with the coal power that we set up not too long ago. And if you haven't seen that video, go check it out. That stream actually went well. Didn't leave off the desktop audio or nothing, I think. Yeah, because the steel episode was yesterday. And then the coal power was the one before that. So, it's pretty good. You should go watch it. If you do watch it, you know, and you enjoy it, or if you don't, just, you know, hit the like button. If you come across a video, hit the like button. But no, for real. You know, give a follow here on Twitch. If you see my streams on YouTube and you watch them there, and have a Twitch account. Otherwise, you know, just happy to have whatever support's given. Audio down just a little bit. Let's try 5 just to be on the low side. 10. Like almost completely silences it. 10's not even that far away. So yeah, instead of just going crazy down on this, I think we just raise that back up. That can stay there at 50 for sure. Ambient volume as well, keeping that down low. Maybe we turn it back up a little bit to about 65 instead of 50. Chainsaw volume needs to stay low. It's a pretty loud machine. Should be pretty good. I might nudge this down to 80. That's loud sometimes. Alright, that should be good. And then hopefully this gets done and we'll be finished with it. But like I was saying, let's go ahead and take that ramp out and figure out how tall we really need this first floor to be with these miners. Now, I don't mind if it ends up flipping some of the top of the miner to save on putting too many foundations in on this bottom floors. But it looks like a 4-meter foundation on top. Because if we did that, then it would just clip through with the power thing there. I could put a thin 1-meter distance in between and leave that as like a cavity wall for any vertical power. So you don't have to see that connecting through on things, but I'll probably just leave this to a 4-meter. We'll do it from there. And what we'll do from that is put a 2-meter foundation, which will barely clip the top of the miner. Maybe that's where we put our first floor. Now, that should leave us a lot of room down here to maybe not exactly do a logistics floor. So, I don't know what that... I don't know. We could always do this. Right? So, hear me out. I need to get some things in the awesome shop. Forgetting that we grabbed all those tickets to specifically do this. Walls, so we'll unlock the steel frame. Don't really need this. I'm more than likely always going to use these over this. Grab those. I will need these. So, at some point. Not like now, probably, but we'll need those. And then let's go into Customizer, grab the concrete wall. I've never really used a steel wall a lot, so we'll leave that. We will leave that where it is. The patterns we'll work on another time. And as far as these finishes go, I don't know if I'll put any of them on at the moment. We must round with those more later. I don't really need any of these at the moment. I might end up needing the stairs, if anything. I didn't grab the door walls, did I? I think I did. That's why it's marked, right? Yeah. Okay, so we are at 20. Let's grab the ladder. The modern catwalks. Frame set. Should put me at 38. Which would mean we could get the construction fences when we have 3 tickets. Yeah. So back to walls here. This will take extra stuff. Inverted ramps. I'm not sure when I use these. If I do. It might be more in my blueprints, if anything. And with 3, I've never really seen the unpainted finish. So I might grab it real quick. Because we can get tickets pretty quick at any time. Maybe even these signs here, because we can make some lighting effects. So, let's see. I'll leave this with 1 ticket. That's fine.
Where did you leave your lizard doggos? What's in this storage container? Where did you put the essential components needed to save humanity? Do you wish there was text to prevent you from constantly taking the wrong turn? Disguise your struggles to comprehend the complexity of your surroundings with signs.
Instead of text, I thought that always said tax. Like, do you want there to be taxes in the game? That makes a lot more sense now. Since it's not. Let's see, foundation-wise, I don't have anything. Walls. On average, I'd probably say that I do use the concrete stuff more often. But I'll probably do no filter on these. So that I just see everything. And I can select it that way. I need to make a hotbar for the stuff. That'll make things a lot better. Okay, we'll do that. Let's do... We'll leave... Might undo everything on 1 and make it on 2. So let's... 3 even. No. We'll leave 1 as it is. Just go to 2. So we'll put the 2-meter foundation. We could select all of this from that single one. We'll want the ramp here as well. And then we'll want the wall. Probably a conveyor wall's on here, but we can just go in here at any time. The inverted ramp. And more often than not, we're probably not going to be using the concrete version, so that little number also breaks up the hotbar, so it's not like congested. Now these small frame pillar, I'll probably put on here. And this stuff we can all access if I put like 1 there and just use the radial menu with like the holding the E key to like switch between items. So let's put, what's more noticeable here? Probably that. This is easier on the eyes, but I'll probably use these more than anything else. We'll put that there. Might even 6 and then 7. And this is 8. A lot of the times it's the industrial railing for anything else, but that might be easier. It's more visual. Yeah. And then catwalk. So that's pretty good. Eventually we'll have like blueprint hotbar. So we might make that one on 10. Yeah, let's do that. And I do need to edit these eventually and put them in better sections. So we'll do that. Let's call this foundations. And the check mark for now. Add another category. Call it exit. And we'll change the icon on that actually to be factory. Maybe even this. Could call it factory stuff too. We'll change this to be or railway is maybe what I called it. And then easy locomotive. Yeah, I called it all railways so it was shorter and fit and stuff. So foundations, railway, goods. Eventually have some lighting ones, and there's no light bulb emoji, so I just use the power one. And put that above foundations, and then that looks good. And then what we'll do here is just move everything. Oh, I gotta hold it. Oh, I gotta make the subcategories in these. So let's do the first one for supports, and another one for streets. Curves. Ramps. Let's figure that out. So railway support beam. Railway street. Railway ground to ramp. also want. Sure. So railway, continue curve left. Railway, continue curve right. So this way, this framed one and this framed bridge are a little strange, but let's put the bridge under supports and then this framed straight here. That probably makes more sense. And then we'll do the curve right and curve left at the front, and then the continued ones towards the end. Apply those changes so we don't lose that. And then let's edit. We have a lot to put in, so we'll do foundations next. Support. We'll do platforms. And then we'll do curves. Go back here, edit. It's gonna be a lot of dragging here. And then we have the 5 degrees. So we'll put this at the front. Left. Continue curve right. Curve right. Here, right. Here. Nope. And that's better. And then foundation wise, so we have platforms 1 meter. We have a 1 meter 5x5. And we have a 2 meter 4x4. The 5x5. Then we have the 4x4 4 meter. And the 5x5 5 meter. And then we'll put in the support beam short. Support beam tall. And then support beam middle. So you can kind of see a theme, these blue background ones, and I'm pretty sure those are the same blue background color, right? Should be. All these really correlate to foundational pieces. And then the green were for railways. And then the fix-it primary, like the orange, is more for like fix-it factory ones. And then I have this like purple color for lighting. So we'll put that in lighting. This will be like a ceiling category. I think that's how you spell that. It'd be horrible if I didn't know how to spell ceiling. It's right there. And then fix it. So we will do. We need to have a few things. Most of this was made in the thought that during this playthrough, I wasn't going to have as much in the shop opened up as much as I did. But I do. We'll make this first category the conveyor bus kind of thing. I have some of that right here. So we have top bus, we'll put that one in first, and then we typically do like this is 4 times tall, this is like a 1 times, so we'll do that. 2 and 3 is after 2 and 4 is after 3, and then we'll put in the corner, the T intersection, intersection, the like 4-way. Now we have these pieces to figure out. Let's go ahead and hit apply, keep all that, and hopefully all this stays the same. I have had it where like I've done all this work, I've done the save, I left to like main menu or desktop, and I came back and all of this was like gone. all of this organization. My blueprints were still here, but they all moved back to undefined, and all of the categories, everything. Actually, the categories and the subcategories were here, but the blueprints lost their place of where they were in this organization. And I never moved anything. I like mess with the files. Alright, time to grab all this stuff. Let's make a category in here for let's do the simplest thing first. Floor mining outpost, which this is a cool blueprint. I will be displaying this when I get the chance. It is a custom blueprint that I have made myself. So smelters going into constructors, and then let's do foundries times 4. Let's do factories on 4. Because I built these with the floor on them. Not the way you should do it. You should do it like I've done here. But I didn't do that. So they kind of suck. Factories. We'll just do that at the top. Let's do this. All right. That's so much better. Very clean. All right. I need to take a short break, and then we'll be right back. Hit the wrong one. I just want this. No. Thought I had a background before that. Oh well. All right. We're back. Back in action. Someone is moving in the void, if you catch my drift. There we are. Right. Yeah, now this screen doesn't look the greatest because it is an intermission screen that I'll be using for like the be right back screen. But that bottom left section is for the chat. Now, obviously, I have no chat and no viewers. Walking around with 0 viewers. And, yeah. But hopefully, in the future, we get that number up and get the interactions up, and then maybe these streams will be a little more interactive and fun. So we'll get around to that. What do I need to do now? The floor. Bought a bunch of this. Wall-wise, did I? Yeah, I did. So silica. Didn't even think about that for glass. Shoot. We don't have to put it in right now. But we'll continue this. So my hopes is to come out like, that's not it at all. A bunch of buttons. Is to glass in most of this. Just by a bit, maybe. And what we'll do here, if I can find it, is like, you can see here that if I was to place this, it wouldn't line up. Welcome to this lining up. Now, you'll have to do like a little bit of clipping here if you wanted to do this, but like I could do that with no problem. And connect to this wall, right? And then when I want to do some other kind of wall, let's say this, I just do that and align back up to the grid. I wish they would add more building pieces, like just a lot of building so that you could get more intricate and stuff, and do like half walls, half stairs, half ramp, half like some of the smaller pieces that don't have half variants, doing better curves. In here, I do like the merge curves and the way that they look. It looks more blocky and kind of reminds you of like, you know, makes you feel accomplished with what you did with your builds. But like, there are curved foundations pieces, but they're not great to use in those situations. So, coffee stain. If there was a feature request from a very low person on the totem pole, that would be it. Just a lot more building things. And I know that's not the focus, more than likely. And a lot of it has been, you know, V1 was to get a lot of this out there, and some of that stuff may come. But, you know, I know not a lot of it isn't necessarily on the building aspect of the game itself. And it was more about tidying up all of this construction and the machines. But I would love to see a dedicated like release for just like a crazy ton of like new building aspects. I think that would get a lot of people like into the game, even if they're not doing like just the automation. Like they could just come in here and maybe they want to have fun on creative mode and they just build wild looking factories, or maybe they just want to do that as a series. Maybe that's their YouTube inspiration and they just do builds and like give inspiration that way. Who knows? Yeah, this will go here, and I think that's like straight, right? I think. Looks like it anyway. But this being a Mark II, we now get 120 here, so that is nice. So So let's grab, we only need a Mark II belt. Set that up. Then there's another miner that we need to put down, and we'll need the additional portable miners. Now this is where I wish I did have the, oddly enough, the alternative recipe for an automated miner and just having these go into like a dimensional depot, because then I don't have to ever worry about making these. But they take steel pipe and plating, I think, for that alternative recipe. Which is weird. I think it should just be maybe the same recipe, but you only unlock the ability to automate it through that recipe, so you like, it's not an alternate recipe per se. Really, but to me it makes sense. I made 15 for no reason. Anyways. Alright, now we'll want to do a similar thing here, I believe. Oh, and these all finished. So let's have fun here. Let's start moving. All of this. That wasn't done. Those aren't moving, so they done. They're not making anything else, they're just still exporting things. Okay, so yeah, I can get rid of this. Bye. Sound like the Backstreet. What did I just delete? Did I like get so close to deleting it and then it just didn't finish? Why do I have this? Why do we even... That makes sense. Oh, because it was an intermediary pole for just connecting that. Now I should look into removing all of these inner poles by doing some wiring rework. I always decide to say a lot of difficult words for some reason. Yeah, we'll go from this to like maybe a pole down there or something. I don't know. Let's just do that. And then doing this. I need to expand this over there probably. I don't friggin' know. Maybe even have to move all of this setup. Maybe not. I just want to be able to move all of those for now. So it doesn't really matter how it looks at all. Yeah, we'll put it on the corner here. Oh, on top, please. There we go. We'll connect this up down here. Move this. That up here, then all of that should be up. We can disconnect the line that comes down here, and we'll need to connect those back up for what goes out, but now we can take down these intermediary poles. I should just be down. Can I connect it to that, but I don't want to. Let's remove the... Oh, shoot. Let me remove this pole, and then let's do this. I can't. Yeah, maybe. And then remove this, and then connect that back up, and then do this. And then we do this all the way to here. Huh? There we go. That's back up. This pole serves literally no point. And then that pole serves no point. technically, so this one, maybe. It was probably way too long if I did it the other way. So we'll just leave that. Maybe even do this. Put it on the corner. Then we'll want to do... I don't have this on the corner directly because I wanted it to be on the wall, but this will all eventually be hidden somehow. So we'll just connect that long line over there back up to this. I can probably take out this intermediary one and say, oh, no, I can't. Let's try to find the cut between. Just happy medium. There we go. Now we're cooking with peanut oil. Oil. I don't say oil. I feel like I did though. Oil. I am Southwest, but I'm not Southern. Catch my drift. Now, I have two connections that I could just... Fine by me. I can't go off of this one unless I update, which that won't be hard either. Because I do have some quick wires, so I could do that if I necessarily have to. I'm not going to do that right now. And I also need to see how to do the... Like, how to get the best length out of my poles if I have to travel long distances. And really just utilize the power towers more. And not do long lines of stuff, and really build that into the factory too. Yeah, now we got this iron. And we can work on walling this section off. Of course with walls. Now, I could do another nudge this. Box them in shorter to have some room in between this. Like, just make that. Like, instead of using that road barrier trick to do cavity walls, you could just lock them in place and small nudge. So I don't know if people are still doing that, but it is good because it just automatically places down and then it replaces the road barrier, I'm pretty sure. But like, you don't have to do that. You do for the angled walls if you're doing like an angled inner corner wall thing, but you don't have to for this. Not necessarily. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put on Zoop, back this up. Now for this back corner, this is where I wish there was a half wall. I don't think there's any such thing. There's a half foundation. There is, like, the only thing we could do here is probably like a small concrete pillar. No, not even. But like if I wanted to do like just a half wall to just get here and then do that, like, see, I can't really do that. But that would be a really nice thing to have. It's just a half wall. And maybe even a quarter wall. A 3/4 wall. And they could achieve that. Just turn these vertically. Right? That would be nice. Oh, that is another option, I think. Is instead of doing, right, like instead of that half wall that I had mentioned. Actually, I don't have to do it there. I can lock this in, and then like this. And just let it clip. Now, what we want to do is should be perfect. And then eventually I'll put the glass down, but if I have this base board set up now, then I don't have to worry too much about lining it up later. I'll just place down the glass on top, and then I'll be able to snap. Cool. Like just snap to the top of these. Place them, and then I can remove these lower ones for what I want to do. But now you can box those in and have like some of the room back in your factory in between here, and it will just add a better aesthetic if I would glass this off and then left this open. And then I can kind of do something cool in between. We'll see. But now I just need to do that again, but on this one, so we'll put that in place. This forward. Over. That in, and then we'll want to go right here. Yes. Do the same thing here. Sweet. And that Z fighting that appears, I think the way to get around that is you paint things, and then you paint them back. I thought you did. I guess that's not quite right. Did I do it wrong, maybe? Oddly enough, you don't get the Z fighting with these. So it's just the concrete for whatever reason. Or Z fighting. I say Z fighting, I think. But what else? Guess for now, let's just remedy that by doing this. That way we don't have that jarring flicker going on. And we'll leave the front of these as concrete, so we have that contrast for now. But, yeah, nice little way to encapsulate these for the time being. So we get some silica to put some glass in and figure all that out, and shouldn't have to worry about like doing some small nudging in the floors or anything like that. That's basically it. So if I did that as a floor, and I wanted to do a floor here, and instead of it being so tall, since it's just going to be a logistics floor, I don't necessarily think it's going to be great to have a cavity in between for doing power, because like in between floors, we could just do like a power pole to a power pole up top, or whatever conduit we have. It's more useful to do a cavity wall for in between factory floors if you're just doing like a quick little thing like this and having them like being short, and you have a wall in between factory kind of like this, and then on your other side of the Alright, where to go from here? Ideally, what we could do is we'll want to merge these lines. And since we have Mark III belts, we can put it into a storage container, moving at 270, but 240 items per minute. And how shall we go about doing that? So this would be in between both of those, right? Would that be... I did something wrong. Right? No? It just, they are different, I guess. I always thought these were in a similar place on the world grid, but they're not. Because, like, the corner of this hits that straight on. But that would mean this should hit this straight on. They're not. I thought these were between earlier experience, but they're not. That's what is. So we could still remedy that by just keeping like everything from here on, not nudging. And we'll put a merger on one of these lines. And like I was saying, I kind of want to go like up and then back from here and save some of the top floor space. I also have to remember that we have the other miner place here. That will be facing probably in that direction as well. Just facing this way. We'll do something similar. Nudging. I'm not going to go through and do the whole... Where'd that go? I'm placing that, like, right up on it. Let's see, how far did we go away? Wherever the, like, nearest kind of thing was. I don't even think I can do something that short, can I? Because I could, if I would. Do like a half foundation way like this. Center it on that. So that's kind of what this is doing, right? That'll be right. Yeah, that looks good to me. Same with this normal node, so we get 120. And we'll be doing this, so I'm not sure how I want to go about all of this, but we'll see. So, what would be the difference in between these? 4? Don't exactly want to have a bottom 4 and then have like a just, well, actually maybe I do. Let's do it. Maybe we do the 4-meter high logistics floors. Just intermediary in between for now, like this. So that we maintain this floor height here. We don't have to move that necessarily. And then we'll have a intermediate floor between, which is for the logistics floor, and then like further floors up in between. Oh, I have a foundation there. It's kind of not ideal. Yeah, that would be... Oh, that's actually not. That is 6, so even better. All right, sweet. No, that works. Let's do that. I am all game for that. And what we'll want to do is be careful where we place this. So right there. Here. And this is gonna half wall probably. Actually, I think I can half wall from here, right? So half 2 meter. Right? It'll be right there on this. And then we'll have another half. Sweet. Just like this. how do we want to go about the corner there? For another time. Let's just try to keep as much as we can as we can. Should be using some blueprints here, shouldn't I? I'll make. You know what? This is gonna be pretty permanent. We'll keep that in mind once I build out enough for it. So. And we are gonna clip this for now. Actually, I guess now we don't really need those on there, do we? We don't need that. So we can just come down here if we like are desperate. We are. Yeah, we'll need to do some half foundations here. This is good. And then half foundation, right? And then a full foundation on that corner. I'll end up doing. And then this will be half foundations for a little bit. Yeah, we'll have a full here. And then half foundations. Let's go ahead and do those. Right? Oh no, wait, we're gonna need to do. Will I still get the angry concrete if I do it this way? No. Guess that's how we're doing it. We'll let it go into that one instead. And then half foundation, and then a full foundation. Oh, that's a 4 meter. Don't look at the ground. These are 2. Okay, good. 2 meter. Right? There we go. And half foundation. 2 meter. Sweet. Keep it same. That's good. Ooh. What happened? What happened? Oh. Wait a minute. That's not gonna be there, is it? Buddies. Now, could. Let me put the glass on like that half of it and then put a... How do we want to do this in between? Because I could just take out this foundation. Maybe remove this, and put in these here. Then that would get walled off a little bit. Just a little. Do this instead. And this. That's not going to be right on, is it? That is this. Not right. Not right up on it. So maybe I need to redo those to be right up on the half mark. Then right up on the half mark here. Oh boy. Let's just do that. That way we keep this same. Do that, and then take these out, or did I leave those in? I left in. Because this go bye-bye. And we figure those out. Alright. That's why they're not gonna line up as correctly. So we'll figure that out. But we do want these to be halves. Get to sit like this? Or do we even want a half here? Go here instead. Is that like same? Same. That would line up, right? Kind of, maybe, sorta. I'll do what I want here. It's like this. With the Z fighting again. That makes all of this correct here. Just have to figure out what we want to do down below. That. Correct. This, no correct. This remove. Correct? No correct. This one is slightly different than this, but we want same. Off, maybe? This is going to be off for sure. So maybe same now. Same. He's slightly different, but slightly the same. And yeah, this is gonna be its own paradise to mess with. That's not even straight. I thought I got that straight. So maybe I have to mess with this too. Right there. I think can line up, can it? Must be weird. I could solve this whole problem really if I didn't want to do this. I kind of do. So show must go on, and we must triumph in not getting distracted. Ups. There we go. Now from here, use foundation 2 meter 5 by 5. Oh, very nice. Yes, maybe yes. Maybe so-so, maybe not so-so. Or should I just use 4x4s? I have 5x5s, I might as well. Let's just do this, make it easy on us. All you have to do is like full control while looking. Oh, that didn't work. Thought I had it right. There we are. Feel like I could do that better though. But... oh yeah, is there no? Why did I stop doing that, you? These are going to be slightly off because this is a 4x4. So now, damn, solve that little problem. This, and then we have a 2, and we need to do that, but good. This is for concrete, so that needs to be there. Keep that for now, and I'll just wear it another time. What? One, two, stand here. Bonk. Slightly messes with that. I can deal with that. And I think we say farewell to big old space elevator. Well, luckily no dismantle crate. That's too many, so that's good. But yeah, we'll mess with that position once we figure out where all the resources are going to go and figure out how we want to start busing all of those things. Keep expanding here. Someone said something weird like expanding. It's not a word. You guys ever explained before? Did I accidentally place down a 1 meter one? How many times did I do that? Once? Two meter. 4x4. S. S. 6S. It's a little easier down here. By a lot, but because I can't see for nothing. Not at night anyway. Is that slightly off? That's a 4x4. Oh no, wait, this is just yeah. Hello. I'll have to figure out what we want to do about this rock here, because pretty sure you can't blow up that one. And if you can, why haven't I done it yet? You know what I'm saying? So we need some coal. So this is full of some rods. This is rods. Screws. I don't need all these screws on me. I don't need the amount of plates I got on me. Need a decent amount, just not the amount that I have. Somehow I ended up with 14 iron. Like a lot of other stuff. So let's start placing a lot of this back. Get some inventory space back. There we are. Very nice. Hard drive finished. Kind of forgot we had that going. Let's grab some more. Oh, quick wire stator. Now that one is decent. Fuse quartz. I don't know what one is better than this, or if that's the only one that you can get. So let's quickly do a research on the alternate recipes here. I'll just go into Satisfactory Tools, Calculator, and just look in general for alternate recipes. I think I just slashed my mic there. My apologies. So, quartz. So yeah, there's one that will be called quartz purification, which is going to be good once we get to nitric acid. And then there is a pure quartz crystal, which looks like it just takes water and you get 7. Now this fuse one, you get 18 at 54 per minute, but I need to see what the other ones make. So I might need to go to the wiki for this. Let's look up alternate here. Recipes. Yeah, so now let's look for quartz. Fuse quartz. That's 54 per minute, and then there was a pure quartz, which does 52.5 per minute, which is probably better than this one here because it takes foundry and it takes coal, versus that one which takes only 9 quartz and 5 water. So that one's better on that side of things. And then quartz purification, which is probably off the charts. Yeah, you get 75 a minute, and then dissolved silica at 60 a minute. So, yeah. So this one's not the greatest one that we can get, and not the best. So let's look at the stator. So this is wire stator at 8 per minute. And it looks like there's going to be for stators. So yeah, this is the only alternate for stator, which the base takes pipe and regular wire. I don't know if we're gonna need one of those right now, like any of these ones, because we're gonna be using copper to make these and hopefully get the steel rotor. Yeah, the steel rotor one is what we're shooting for, to remove the need of screws. So we're not really going to want this one. Not to my knowledge. Steel cast plate. Huh. That's pretty nice. It could be helpful for just keeping everything over there with the steel. Steamed copper sheets. So let's look at sheet recipes. It's the only one for the sheet, looks like. And instead of 10 per minute, you get, what was it, 22 something? So it's more than double. And since we don't have another rescan, we'll take this. I don't know if that's a bad choice or not, but let's do that. Just takes water, which I think we have some in abundance in this general area. Right here is where we set up the steel factory, so if we need water, we can pull it from here or from here. And if we need it, we can grab it from here. Maybe not the best situation or chosen like alternate recipe, but I guess that's what we can do for now. Nice reason to have this in here. Show must go on. Let's keep this pad building going. Is there not? I wish there was like a snap mode for this, but I don't get it. Going at this is not too horrible. Just gotta keep your mouse still. Think that's enough for now to get started? I do. I think we're good. We could finish this up just a little bit. Foundation here, probably. Is that not a half foundation right now? What? Is that wrong? No, that's right. Oh, it's because I do have half foundations here already. Let's just do this for now. For now. that. Same. Nice. Dunzoed. That's not the width of... No, not really. So, kind of have to do this. It is what it is. We'll see if we can fix the Zed fighting at some other point. Now, is this... Nice, there we go. Oh, but it doesn't line up. Let's fix that. Now we're doing it right. Sweet. I know we need to get the other factory stuff up and running, but I kind of want to be figuring out some walls on this for the time being, kind of make it look decent. Now, I don't want to really have this clipping through, but I don't think I can do anything about that right now without changing this. Once we get Mark 3s, we can add more constructors, and I don't think we'll need to have any more than 2 more added. So that's why I've done this. Or maybe it will, like, make it much more, but... This is good. And could be left alone. Let's go ahead and remove all these miscellaneous one little things, and we'll figure out where to move the MAM. Take these for the time being as well. Maybe even take down Hub once I figure out a place to store some other stuff. Probably do here for that. Take those. This. And this. Maybe this thing will take it too for now. And we'll just get all this crammed in here. Reminds me that I need to make the thing for this. Oh yeah. Let's pin the Mercer Sphere. The Summer Slopes here. Thought I was getting a phone call. And then AI limiters, so we always know how much we have of that. Concrete shouldn't be a problem that we need to have that up there. That should be pinned as well, but we want... Do I have to pin these in a certain way to get them like at the top? So I would need to do AI limiter, Summer Slope, Mercer Sphere. Nope, they're just gonna do their own little thing here. Okay. But yeah, keeping those up top so that I know how much we have of that. I think that makes sense. For the time being. And what we can do is put those in there. Put these in here. And that should be good. Keep those at our inventory. Nice and clean. Wire. Mostly put up. Don't know what I want to do up here. Kind of thought maybe just put some like glass walls on it and do like something small, or like build something neat in here. Maybe like a lighting thing. Maybe put a tractor on display, like display some vehicles or something. That could be cool. Maybe buy the Cybertruck and display it here. I don't know. figure it out. Do something cool with the space. Time being, just ignore it. And then not doing anything here. Don't really need to like overutilize all the space we get. Especially like all of this under here. I wanted to make just a hallway through this. Just doing like an elevated hallway. That reminds me what I was doing with sulfur in my inventory. I was gonna go grab some coal from the steel factory. Fastest way to get there. Probably on these zip lines. Even though it's like right over there. Still allowed, but whatever. How you doing? Yeah, this little SAM setup I was mentioning earlier. I have this one merger here for if this line ever expands. Same with like all of these existing, in case everything expands at some point. But it's all lining up into this big guy going into here, and then everything is getting overflowed. We already have 9 more tickets, so it puts in the work. Early game, especially if you want a lot of tickets to unlock everything. Hopefully we didn't duplicate anything again. If you've seen that in the last episode. The hotfix they put out, like, duplicated some stuff. Yeah, all I need to do is come over here and grab some coal. And I am close to the quartz area. I could start getting silica going into a dimensional depot. I just need to run power out there by like probably daisy chaining some long poles out there. That way I can also eventually have a words are hard, zip line. But right now I don't really have the inventory on me to go out there, do I? Oh, I do, kind of. I have 23 pillberries. But coal. Just self-mine it over here. Set down, let it get full. Get the quartz set up like I had mentioned. Go to the sulfur node that is closest to the coal area, which is either the one that's like up here or bring the one that's right here. Actually, this one makes sense. Take this one over here with the coal and start making the powder so I can make smokeless. Not smokeless. Black powder. This one has a pure, has a normal, and has an impure. And we'll want to target that pure node probably for the silica, or just figure out what one we need to do ultimately. But like I was mentioning, the sulfur, we do have the sulfur that's right here. But that'll probably end up being used in large to go towards all of the things that we'll build over at Blue Crater Lake. And we just need to figure out what that's going to be. And there's also one right here. But it's impure. So I could merge this line over in with some of the coal and make some now. Be inefficient though, because I think all of this is going in with all of the iron and making all the steel. So it's going to be worth it. Grab this sulfur. But we'll grab this one because it's pure. And it's close to power that we can just run directly from here over. And we have these to grab. Seems like a deal to me. This is what we set up in the last episode. the still stuff. I do recommend going and watching that. There was a lot of good things done, but it was also just a probably horrible stream. Forgot to do the desktop audio, that's why that note is on the right side. And some horrible muting things, but it is what it is. We're moving past it and trying to continue on with the streams. Doing one every day is what I'm hoping to continue with, and just being more consistent with doing that every day and putting out the video of it every day. Kind of makes it easy to do the streams, other than just doing the streaming, because that's what I would like to be doing, but also just the editing of the videos. I don't necessarily have to do that. I can post a stream as long as it's a very consistent and decent stream, and it also helps me work on my speaking in the video, because I'm thinking about it more often, and I don't have to be like, okay, well, there's a lot of things, like all of the stuff that I've been doing in the building. If I can make it a little more entertaining, instead of just thinking about, okay, well, I could just do all this, stay quiet in the video, and do a time lapse or cut. I feel like early on that kind of helps me if I'm just in a stream and thinking about all this. For me, anyways, I feel that's gonna work best. Might not work for you. If you start out doing streams, and just gotta try everything. We can make 200 black powder, which is gonna be awesome. We can start making the noblest again, and we'll actually want to see how much that's gonna help us in the MAM, because if we can, then what we want to do is set up. Let's put the MAM. No. There's that automated miner again. We can make bio coal. I don't think that's going to be useful, because a lot of our biomass in the future is going to be made into liquid biofuel and packaged. I have mentioned that it would be cool to make these automated as kind of more of a joke, but it is useful for just putting in the dimensional depot if you just have a odd little factory just purposely making. And I could do this all out of iron, even with just an iron node, with making iron pipes and the plates. But I think we'll rescan this because it's not necessary. There's the copper rotor, or the cheap silica, which, as long as there's some limestone in the other area, then that might be nice. This copper rotor, however, isn't the rotor we want. We want the steel rotor, where it takes some steel pipes, I believe, and wire to make the rotor. And that just makes it consistent with the stator, and then we can easily make motors in the same area. So yeah, little debacle here. We're gonna have to have copper in the area that we do this anyway, but yeah, we have 11.25 per minute. And these rotors are made in the smart platings as well, so we'll end up needing to do that. We need. There wasn't like a back button, was there? Silica for stuff too. I don't know if this is the best one for either, so let's do a quick lookup like we did not too long ago. Bring up the Satisfactory tools calculator, look at the alternative recipes in here and just search them up. So rotor wise, steel rotor, and then the copper rotor. The copper rotor has the most output as far as how much is being made from just that. Look up the alternate recipes. So let's look for copper rotor. So that makes 11.25, right? And then there is steel rotor, which makes 5 per minute. And the default is what? 4? So you only get an extra 1 from the one that I'm looking at. So this is pretty good, but you need screws. And screws are a pain. Now, silica, there are a few recipes for this, right? So cheap silica, the one we're looking at now, is 52.5 per minute. There is another one for distilled silica where you get 270 per minute, which is very good. And then is there any more? I mean, I guess you do get the dissolved silica from quartz purification at some point. But yeah, this cheap silica might be what we take. I mean, it is really because we don't want screws anyway. So see if there's any limestone next to the quartz that we'll be going to eventually. Nope. Who knows? But we need to head in this direction. Sulfur. Smokeless powder. We're going to need that. I could use the extra hand slot. This I can unlock right now. Compacticle is going to be necessary for turbo fuel later on. But I feel like we need to use those hard drives as soon as possible for alternate recipes more often. We'll need to get smokeless powder stuff set up, which requires a refinery. We're not at that stage yet. So if we do anything, we'll do it with this, but I think we'll turn everything into explosives. So we can make 60 of these, and that's probably just limited. I feel like we could make 100, but we're limited because of the amount of pipes that we were able to make, and we don't have those currently being made. So we need to take a look at that. I don't know if I put any up, so we need to go check. It's not. Yeah, we'll need to set that going under steel section as well. Just getting a refresher on things that we need to have in here. Dimensional depot increase there. I feel like I should max out the upload as quickly as possible versus the storage. Faster the upload, you don't really have to worry about how big your storage is if it's getting replaced quick enough. Right, so I did it just a little bit, but I probably should have saved the 3 that went into the next phase. But yeah, don't need to worry about that one. Let's just get another one going. Is that just for our hard drive? Let's put that up. And we're about to go to the sulfur and figure that stuff out. might need the chainsaw, so we'll take it. Don't really need this stuff. Okay, miners can come out. Chainsaw. Bring the boombox back. The rebar gun. And then therapeutic. And that should be good for now. Sick. Let's go. Again, if you made it this far in the video, hit the like button. It's much appreciated. Alright. Looks weird without this connecting up to this as well. So, we're gonna do that. And this is the coal plant here. And nice. Some of them are red. Not running as efficiently. Is that a coal issue? Those are all green, but are these struggling? Did I mess something up? So this is Mark II. So we need 120. You know, I have been wondering why that wasn't at a steady rate of production here. I accidentally placed something wrong. So this is 120. We're good there. So this is Mark II. No spitter. So this is Mark II. Mark II. Mark II. Mark II. Mark I. There's the issue. Then this is Mark II. Mark II. Mark II. Mark II. I think I did that over there too, right? I just did Mark IIs. Now, could be better. And place Mark IIIs between all these, but I don't think I have to. But that should start to even these out and fix the issue. Glad I came over here to catch that. Sweet. Especially as we start to ramp up more of the factories again. Because the consumption is going to increase and we're going to need to move into higher tiered power and or bring in the other two nodes to do another set of like 16. But we're going to get the silica coming in over here. And this is where we're going to be making the black powder. So let's go ahead and grab some of the leaves that are going to be covered up. What I want to do is I want to bring this and clip it, bring it all the way in until it clips into the earth, the ground. Since we are on whatever weird planet, it's not Earth. It's dirt though. We want to be doing this. Yeah, this is gonna clip through some of those trees and fix that at a later date. This is what I'm doing here. I guess I could not do it all the way around, but we'll get it most of the way and not worry too much about what it's doing right now. I just want to be consistent with what I already have here, which would be doing this here as well. Doing this here. Just going through and collecting these. Or letting it overhang so it doesn't look as weird, but I already took it, so. Might as well. Alright, time to figure out where we really want this to be sitting. I think all the coal nodes that are here are the same. So we have normal here as well. So here's what we're going to do. Just kill a spitter. Spitter. Dang. Need to get better at dodging those guys. So let's clean up just a little bit more here, not too much, because I don't want this to go bare. Doesn't look too well when you remove all the vegetation from here. Say that firsthand. Yeah, let's go from here to here. Yep, for ramp there anyway. I don't think a 2 ramp will do. We'll have to go 4. That'll cover up that little bit there. Merge in here, and then what we'll want to do is probably run along the same line, maybe. Just go over the top and figure out where we want to place in the stackable bits. Wish there was a way to like snap these here. Is there? I mean, kind of, right? So yeah, that one would go there, and then we'll merge onto this in a weird way, right? Kind of like this. Do we want to do it at the end? I'd like to put it at the end. So we'll see if this works or if that's going to be strange. We'll just test it out real quick. Yeah, so that'll be plenty fine. Since that's already there, we can just update in place. Nice, there we go. I probably should have grabbed a lot more reinforced plates, shouldn't I? We might do that. Let's grab a Mark II miner. Oh, we need steel pipes for these, and we took those down. So, dilemma. We need to go back anyway, so, because that's where we're headed. Hello, boys. Hello. Mr. Bean. Might as well just grab all of this while we're out. Doesn't hurt. There we go. Thought I missed. Oh, I was about to say I haven't tested that little corner there. Let's fix that real quick by doing a little thing real quick. If I just put it higher, like over here instead of down there, it'll probably work out. Then I can disconnect here and just reconnect to That'll fix that issue. I guess I need to set up a tiny hypertube cannon between the two of those. So we might do that. Oh, thanks. Maybe not. All right. Do is put this in here. Let it work its magic. Oh, Bean, what you doing? Oh, got a little trampoline up here. Can I blow up these ones? Nope. So we're gonna want to go around these. No, I'm doing a little distraction work here, but so here, and then we'll go straight through, mine the rock. And then this will just become a featured piece or something of like the base in some way, shape, or form. Oh, come on. I need to set up a hypertube between here and the steel plates too. But said and done. Guess it is further than I was thinking. We could do it. Not now, though. We got other plans. We're getting that sulfur and the coal stuff going before we get close to having to end the stream. And then we'll pick up on the coal and sulfur more than likely. We'll try to do as much as we can. Alright, so what we're doing here is great. And I'm pretty sure we're utilizing all that we can. And what's being used here... 6 per minute. Concrete is coming in way too slow. So, what do I have here? Go ahead and mark 2 of these. Let's get some. Yeah, what are these? Mark 1s? Yeah, but we have plenty of beams. Beams aren't a problem. Alright, what we're gonna need now is to split whatever's coming this way and make steel pipes and probably just set it to go there. So what we're going to do is take out this Mark III belt. Oh, we can't put the steel that we got back just now, but we can put it into whatever's here. There we go. Sweet. And then we need the splitter, right? And right this. Not right that. Right. And now grab the Mark III belts. Here. Here. Very nice. Now all that will start coming out into here. And we're going to want... I don't know if I really want to put anything in here right now. Let's keep this like So let's do 2 for now. That seems safe to me. And then three in between. Ugh. And steel pipe. Steel pipe. So we'll need 30, 30, so 60. If we limit that just to a Mark 1, then we can only move 60 from this, and however many can will go that way. So 60 will move efficiently here. We're doing this, and then what we want to do is bring the power lines from here over to here. Connect up these. Start grabbing a merger and keeping that in line with what we've done here, which is like this. We'll bring everything in the other direction. And I have Mark III belts here as well. It's typically a good idea to just go ahead and have your throughput lines being Mark IIIs or whatever highest tier that you can once you're going through mergers and stuff anyway, or manifolds, even through splitters. There is like a typical math that you could do if you really wanted to just like be like, well, this one should be a Mark II, this one could be a Mark III, but I mean, there's no need. Might as well, if you have the resources, just go ahead and do that. And now what we want. Oh, I need pipes for that, so mine. Okay. Money. That's good. There we are. And then go ahead and grab that dimensional depot and mark to it. I said mark to it. Yeah, 60 is the max. So once we research the next upload progression tier, then we'll do 120. So that's why I've been putting Mark IIs, is so I don't have to come and replace these. And then once we get even faster at it, I don't know if it's 240. So we'll see. But now we have pipes, so that's really good. We are definitely needing those. And now we can continue on. Do have a connection between these steel and like that area already, but it'd be nice to kind of extend this out and then go that way. Now we could put a little hyper tube in between here and here so it's a little fast. I don't see a problem with that. Like just a bit faster. We don't have much time for the rest of the stream. I guess that's fine. Like, we could set up little hypertubes between these places. So we just need to basically head in this direction. I don't know where I'm going to set that other one up. Let's just do a mini thing right here. And what we want to do is like do a mini cannon thing here. Not too much to put stress on the power. Actually, this is going to be the return line. This will be the send line. I want to do... Yeah, we'll do that. Whatever. It is what it is. I'll need another one here. Now we get rid of this one, and this one, and the output line, and the output line, and then... I guess I need to... Then the line will come off of this. I like that and then let's do this. And then there will be something similar to this going this way. And do the same thing from here to here. It's going to be too long, but here's what we're going to do. Go to here. Nice. Then this should end up being a Mark II at some point to handle this, but let's do a little beam in here. Something like this. Then like this. Come on, quit. So that's centered on there. This. And then go up to here. Now we do this little thing, this little trick. Come on. Do this. 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 Guess I should have put one in the middle. That's fine. And then we'll continue this in a good manner, kind of like here. That looks really good to me. Like that. Then where we enter should probably be somewhere down here. Oh, I need sheets. I didn't realize these were taking sheets. Okay. Guess while I'm here, I should get those in the dimensional depot. Since I'm making these hypertubes. And then we'll make a cannon to get over to the coal area. How many are we making? We're making 30. So Mark 1 is all we need. So we'll put some on us since we're utilizing them a lot right now. And then dimensional depot. And now we have those going in there, no problem. Should be pretty good. Now we can go back over there and finish it. Almost missed you. We'll do some type of intermediate hypertube line probably between there. Maybes. But we'll bring the entrance over here since I have the nice. So we'll do the entrance down here, which this was the send line. So we will exit here. Then we shall work on descending. So here. Transport. This. Connect it to the. Nice. And then we'll do the similar ordeal with the green beam. Oh, I keep forgetting I have this that it could be selecting from right now. Right there. Nice. Go back to power line. Connect. As good as I could have gotten that. Let me do a tiny pitch. So now we'll do a small ordeal here where with the power pole that. Power pole nudge into the that's not okay. Can I do this? There we go. Just an aesthetic thing. So now we have this little system. A little bit of speed, very short distance, so we're all good. And then we have a back line. Yes. Let's get that cannon going, and that'll be the last thing that we do over to the coal area before we end up getting off here tonight, calling it good. Then we'll be back tomorrow. Let's see. Hard drive finished. Rigger motor. Oh boy. Make 7.5 per minute versus what's there. But these take manufacturer. We don't have that. We don't have the thing to do this yet. I don't even care if this is a good whatever, like 5 per minutes, whatever. We'll get this eventually. Okay, what else? We have one more research here. Now we can do the cannon. So we need to head here in this direction. So to land where we want to go, we're going to want to be landing somewhere in here. Let's do a warning symbol. I have warning symbols already placed. Let's do the question mark. We want to land somewhere right in here. And then what we'll do is we'll highlight this so that we get the direction correct. And I think we're going to want to put this up here for sure, because we're eventually going to have ceilings on some stuff. So maybe find a place to temporarily put it. Like right here. So if I just went this way, I think that I could glide decent enough from here to make it. So something small like this. And then this. We'll put it here. This here and just go out one like this, probably go one more, then go to noodle, go up one, like that. This is probably going to overshoot it, but we'll see. Architecture. In a beam. Player is not in the way, thank you. I moved. Saved. Hopefully this doesn't eat at the power. There's 10 entrances here, so... There we go. It's ready. But I feel like we're gonna go way too far and maybe even end up in a place we don't want to be going. So... Or be perfect enough, because we can... And... Yep. That's decent. I like that. That's good enough. We may, like, shorten it down by, like, a few, but that's fine. Now, if Bean stayed here, if we trapped Bean in a box, boing, don't need no jump pad or landing area or nothing. How did you get here? genuinely like spawning there. Just make this look a little better. We have just a few minutes to get this started a little better. So I can do that. I think that makes sense instead of doing it like this. It's like, how am I hitting that? Here, right? Let's have it going in the same direction. Or I could do it at a weird angle. It's not. So we want this to be on like the outside here. At like the top. See that? Did I actually just stick two into each other? No. I did. No? Not doing that. So let's straight move this and put it like here. Go up one, that's gonna look weird. Do that, that's gonna look weird. Like a default move, but it's saying rear belt is too steep. Okay, I could try to push this back. That's gonna look weird. I could also just do something better than what I have here. We can like do something a little nicer. Just come up to here at a better pace. So for this, we'll make a better ramp. That's not like crazy like this is. But we'll probably do this a bit for this. Not for this. We don't want for that. We want to do like 2 meter. This. Maybe not even care about this. Do like a half foundation. Fine by me. Makes it a little better. So let's grab a Mark II. Go. Want to come up here, like straight. It looks like it's like almost centered, but it's not. Really not. But what we'll do is we'll center up. Then we will. Okay. Go up on this. So let's do this. Nice. And then put it straight up here. And then let's extend this power pole. Just connect here. Then we're gonna have to do some free placing. I don't think we can like snap onto this, can we? We kind of can. Almost right. I don't like that at all. They should make it where you can like snap onto these or something. What if I did that, and then nudge over. No. Yeah, this is hard. Maybe I can just like put it on myself like this. Two from here to here. Did I go in default mode here? Or did I go in stream mode? I went in default mode, I think. Oh, no, wait. It's because I think I went from the other direction when I did this, so I went like this. Oh, wait, I'm going the other way. So this needs to be like this. That's weird. Guess I gotta go from this way. Oddly enough. It makes sense why I have to, but I don't like that. I don't. I'm just being picky, but like maybe I need to place one here too. So it doesn't look like it's there, and do this. That's better. Straight, it's great. That's better. I'd say that for sure. And then I'm gonna have to figure out how to do this section if I want to like curve it off and then like do it that way. But what I want to do is actually just like get this in place, right? Like this. Stack up, stack up, stack up. That's where it will sit. And then I can think from there. Is it too long? It's like the same height, it's like same width though, right? Is it just slightly off? Like this is just slightly off? It is. Let's take that off again. How do I do this appropriately? I guess like that. Why does that not work? It's obviously right. Because that's snapping, right? Oh, you know what I can do? I can actually just put it slightly in front. Aha! Then hopefully connect it here, and it's, yeah. Now I can do something like this, right? That's not going to be too steep of a turn. So now we can lift off of that, right? 2. And then that's where we'll do whatever we're doing. We got a power pole here to mess with. But that's going to be the end of this stream and the end of the 9th episode. Hopefully the entertaining bit of it is getting better. I also just realized that I've had the intermission screen on for a little while, but that's no problem. All the stuff's still there. We're going to be closing up anyway. No big deal. Switch back to the main scene for these ending credits here. But yeah, should be it. Next time we come back, we're going to get the sulfur node that's hooked up over here on the map. Pulling in the sulfur that we need. We'll be getting since it's a pure node, 240 off of it. We have 120 in here to mess with, but we'll be making black powder and then maybe trying to figure out some other stuff that sulfur could be used for. Everything else, but that black powder being inside the dimensional depot is going to be big for us because we can make explosives wherever we're at, and when we go exploring, that's a pretty big help. Since we'll be running out of those a lot, I like to kill everything with those things. So, yeah, that should be it. Again, if you like the episode, make sure to like and subscribe. Put on the notifications bell if you want to get notified whenever these come out. Trying to do one every day, at least. And if I can't, then it'll be every other day or 3 at the least. At the minimum, I'm going to put something out. So stay tuned for the next episode and come join the stream. Tomorrow should be at a steady pace. I don't think I have anything going on crazy tomorrow, so should be able to stream around 7:30 maybe. If you watch this episode and you want to come hang out, come chill. Gonna be doing a lot of chill factory building, so nothing intense, nothing crazy. Might do some exploration, so I'll be able to entertain chat. So come support. But for now, that'll be it. See ya.